Being seen and heard. Associate Professor Brad Aisbett and Craig Anderson. Men with caring responsibilities.
I'm Craig Anderson. I'm University Librarian here at Deakin. I've got two sons. One's 25, he lives in New Zealand and very independently, and the other is 16 and has severe cerebral palsy and is highly dependent upon his mother and I for care.
I'm Brad Aisbett. I'm Deputy Head of School of the School of Exercise and Nutrition Sciences here at Deakin. I've got three children, a 14-year-old girl and two boys, 11 and 8, and my wife works full-time as well.
What we get personally from taking care of our children.
Craig, can you tell us about what you get personally from taking care of your children?
It's a long story. With my older son, we had considerable contact when he was younger. We used to walk up to the bus when he was in early primary school. We got into secondary school. I said, "Well, do you still want to do this?" And he said, "Yes." I'll tell you, it was one of the best 20 minutes out of my life. With the other child, the 16-year-old cerebral palsy, it's a very deep giving back. He's highly dependent on myself, my wife, so the rewards we get can be subtle, but they're very pervasive.
My children, Craig, are younger than yours, and so I've transitioned from the real hands-on parenting roles of waking up in the middle of the night, changing nappies, teaching them to ride their bike, kick a footy, learn how to read and write, and I think every stage has been rewarding. I go to bed tired every night, but I go to bed full of great memories.
How does your family benefit from Deakin's flexible work arrangements?
My wife works full-time and has through nearly all of our children's period of time. She retrained. The fact that she could retrain, go into a senior role and work in a far more regimented structure that she's in, we would only be able to do that because I'm able to pick and choose my hours. And I think I've benefited in my work sense because there isn't some of the stress that comes at home when you're not communicating, and at home that's definitely paid dividends from a connection point of view. But I think the other part that Deakin provides, other than just the flexible start and finishing times, is an awareness from senior management about the culture that you bring. We understand that as professionals we're going to get the work done. We're going to achieve what we need to achieve for our students and for our research teams, but how we do it isn't bound by the 9 to 5.
What advice would you give other Deakin fathers?
I guess when I think about my recommendations or general tips for some of my male colleagues, I would just talk to them about, can it be a conversation at home? Can it be a conversation about who's going to stay home with the sick child or who's going to go up and pick up an elderly parent, rather than perhaps instinctively thinking that your wife or your partner will do it.
What I'd love to see, Brad, is more men at Deakin taking time off for that family leave and taking extended leave as primary carers. It adds so much to your own personal life, to your family life, and to your children. I think it'd be tremendous if we saw half of the family leave that gets taken at Deakin taken by men.